Hey guys, drdecks here. Welcome to our channel and thanks for coming. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you'd please click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. All right, so today we're working on our current deck project, and we have an area over here against the house where the client on the old deck, they had a grabbable handrail. You can kind of see the old bracket right here. So she requested that we put in a new one, just something simple. She doesn't want any posts on the staircase or anything like that. She just wants something that's mounted to the house. So what we've decided to do is use these brackets made by Regal Ideas. They have a complete ADA setup with different railings, a top rail that you can use. Here's a sample of that. And we're gonna take this and just do a really small grabbable handrail. I don't know if you can see it on this picture right here, but it's this part right here, just so they have something to grab onto. So it's not going to be super complex, not complicated, but something nice that kind of goes with the flow of this new deck. What I did was I figured out the trajectory or the angle of the stair, and all I had to do is lay down a 4-foot level on the top of each rise, and here's my angle. I don't even know what angle it is. I guess we could figure that out. I'd say it's around 22. It's 22. So usually when you do a staircase, if you do 2 boards wide, you're gonna be in the 32 to 35 degree angle. And when you go 3 boards wide, you're in that 20 to 22 degree angle. It's only one step. It's not really 100%. Not everybody's gonna need this grabbable handrail, but that's what the client asked for, so that's what they're gonna get. So we're gonna mount 2 of these brackets to the house, and then we're just gonna let this rail kind of hang down about 8 inches past, so it kind of coincides with the end of our stair if you came up vertically. So what I did was I took this angle, and then I measured up from my level. To code, your top rail needs to be between 34 and 38 inches. It has to be grabbable, which means, it has to be within a certain diameter. This is 1.5 inch diameter. So it's comfortable to grab onto, and it's designed that way. If your top rail is for a grabbable handrail, if it's too big, it will not pass inspection. Now this deck is under 30 inches, doesn't require a permit, doesn't require an inspection, but we're still gonna build it the way we think we should to make it proper. So we're gonna put our top rail between that 34 and 38 inches, probably right around 36 from the tread nosing is where you gotta take your measurement from the tread nosing. But since I have this level on the top of both tread nosings, then I can measure from down here up and know exactly where my height is. Also, I wanted to cover up this old bracket, okay? So it's been caulked and it's ready to go, but I wanted to cover that up as well, just so the homeowners don't have to repaint it and things like that. So we're just gonna take this and put it right there, like that, okay? And then we're gonna take another one and put it right here so that they're in the same plane, because if not, I would have to take a piece of siding or a piece of this fir strip and put it back here somewhere. I didn't wanna make it too close to these windows or anything like that. So we're just gonna mount 2 right here, make that rail go up a little bit past and let it hang down a little bit so that they have a place they can actually grab and be safe when they're walking up the stair. Okay, so now that that's all said, I chose to use some nice Star Drive stainless steel screws that went nice with these brackets. They have a nice finish to them. So we're gonna go ahead and use those, and I'm ready to mount my bracket. Here's a quick tip for you. I always use a tapered counter or pre-drill bit. Makes things go in easier. You don't have to go all the way deep, but you just want to make sure that you drill that in there with a pre-drill so it doesn't crack out your material when you're installing it. So here's the first hole. Not gonna go hammer on that. So sometimes a 6-inch extension will really help you get around parts. So see, now I can get it in here, get my holes drilled without messing things up. Sometimes you might have to turn this up out of the way, get your next hole drilled. Okay. All right, that one's mounted. Now that we have our brackets mounted, we can decide how long to make this grabbable rail. So I'm just gonna lay it up here. Another reason why I put this bracket here, because I didn't want the rail to coincide with what they have going on here existing. So, and the nosing of the treads here, so I highly doubt they're gonna need to grab past here when they are using it. So I'm gonna say somewhere in here is probably a nice distance away. And then all I have to do is figure out, I could just level up from the nosing. And I don't necessarily have to make it all the way to the end of this. I could actually bring it back a little bit more, but there's level. Okay. So now I just gotta go cut this on the chop saw and I'll bring it back and then we'll mount it. So another thing Regal has are these really cool end caps. They just kind of finish off the look of the rail, and they're just a plastic, pretty much a rubber bumper, and they're grooved to fit in this groove right here. So you just put them in, and you can use your hand or you can tap them on the ground. There we go. So that's what that looks like when it's installed. Ends are on. Now we just have to decide again where to put this. I'd say somewhere in there is great. There's actually a couple of lines on the bottom of this top rail you can look at under here. So the center line is kind of what you want to line up for your screw. They also come in a kit, a number 10 by 3/4 inch machine screw that matches color, which is kind of nice. And they're a square drive. So I'll go back and line that up. One down, one to go. All right, and that's all there is to it. So obviously this is a unique situation, but will be very effective. They also do make loops and hoops and grabs. So if you wanted to turn this into a circular grab rail, not on this project. We just wanted to have something clean and simple that they can grab when they want to access the stairs. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you learned a little something about grabbable handrails and Regal ideas. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to like our videos and leave a comment below. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.